Hi, Papa.
Hi.
I thought today we could talk about when you were in school. Maybe you could tell me what it was like.
Well, I went to a one-room school.
You did?
Yeah.
How many grade levels were in the one-room schoolhouse?
8.
8.
Yeah.
And you went there the whole time?
Yeah. I went to 2 different ones, but one was when I stayed with my Uncle Bill still, and when I stayed with my dad, I stayed in 2 different places still. I went to both those one-room schools.
And
when I went I had an accident, fell over a wheel on my bicycle, was riding it, wheel locked and threw me out over and broke my collarbone.
oh my gosh. How old were you?
Well, when I was graduating from 8th grade.
8th grade?
So I couldn't take my test, so I had to wait and take it in New York, upstairs in the building, by myself when I took it. And that time they didn't have buses to take you to North High School, so I didn't get to go to high school.
So you couldn't go to high school because they didn't have a bus?
Didn't have a bus. Didn't have transportation at that time. And my sister, 6 years younger than me, but then they had buses. So she got to go to high school.
So what did you do after 8th grade?
Well, I went to work in right away.
Where did you start working?
Well, I worked in the box factory in Mount Wolf.
The box factory?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Oh, we did this different job. I was like a bee worker.
Okay.
You got transfer all around the place.
How much did they pay you?
Oh boy, that time was about $8 in that area. Now,
for what? A week?
No, that's an hour.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah. And that's what they call a bee worker. And if somebody didn't come in, I had to go do their job that day.
Okay, so you kind of were the substitute?
Well, my main job, though, was packing books.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but like I said, if somebody didn't show up today, or then they transformed me out there. Because I was one they put me around all kind of jobs.
So you could do everything, basically.
And we learned to do all them jobs.
Yeah.
Now a friend of mine works in there. He's making about $18 the last time I talked to him.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's much better.
Right. So I was making about 6 to 8 in that area,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you think that was good money, though?
It was then.
Yeah. And when you used to walk to school, and I think you had a problem when you walked to school, right?
Yeah, Goose always watched for me. He'd stand back in the shed, and Mom said, he ain't down there. I said, yes, he is. Then he'd stick his head out around the corner, and he'd be waiting for me. He'd around there and pinch me.
Every day?
Oh, yeah, he knew it.
So why wasn't the goose in the fence? Why was it?
Well, they owned him.
He would just fly around. They didn't clip his wings.
No, I don't know if he could fly or not, but he could walk darn good. I said I'd like to bet him when I got over, I'd have killed him.
So you would walk to school in the morning, and he would bite you.
See what happened? I'd get down. I didn't want to go to school by myself, so I went with the neighbors. So we're walking out the lane, to go to school, and he'd wait on me every morning.
Just you?
Well, by myself, or me and the neighbors still.
But he only bit you?
Yeah, he always picked. Well, see, they weren't. It was before I got to their house.
Oh. And then after school, was he waiting for you too?
I don't think he ever had trouble in the evening.
Okay, so just in the morning.
He didn't know where I was going in the morning.
I remember you would take us to the petting zoo in Lancaster, and you would never let me feed the white geese because you said they were mean.
Yeah.
So he was a white one, right?
Right. Yeah, I remember those days when we went over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Amish farms.
Yeah. See, I still like to go to Lancaster because I was raised on me. See, my dad never drove a car.
Really?
Never drove a car. Never drove a tractor.
How did he get around then?
The neighbor took us to church.
Okay.
And them days he had a horse and buggy.
Really?
Oh, yeah. We were raised on me. I still got the green blinds.
Can you say something in Pennsylvania Dutch?
We bisht.
What's that?
How are you?
All right, tell me something else.
Shimley goot, you must say. You're good, see?
Shimley goot?
Yeah, that means you're good.
Good.
So I can't take much Dutch no more.
No, you don't talk about it. Yeah, no one says that.
I don't know why to talk to it anymore.
Well, what about, I know, I like to say rutsch, like people are rutching.
Yeah, I don't know right how to pronounce it.
You didn't say that?
No, because like I said, nobody can talk it, so I got out of it.
Yeah.
And when I was growing up as a kid, my Uncle Bill and Dad and them all talked Dutch. Mom
Yep.
could talk it, but she didn't talk it, but she understood it.
Mm-hmm.
And they say still, if they talk it, then they're talking about you, but they weren't. But people think that.
Right, because they're talking another language.
I met a lady in Lancaster. She was going to the roots over there to an egg place, big egg place.
Uh-huh.
And she was talking one day. I got in there talking to the way to this woman, and I didn't know a word she was saying.
Because it was Pennsylvania Dutch?
Yeah, it
You
was,
couldn't remember?
But hers was completely different than mine. I said, what are you
Oh.
talking? She said, oh, I'm Pennsylvania Dutch. Boy, I said, they ain't the same Dutch I knew from York County.
Huh.
I know a word she said.
That's weird.
So that's how it changed. Like, and I said, I can't talk it anymore because you could sing She's Coming Around the Mountain in Dutch still.
Really?
Yeah, years ago.
You know how to sing that?
Not no more.
Oh.
Can't do it.
I thought you were going to sing for me.
Yeah. I don't want to run you out of the house.